I was really excited actually to get on this trip because it's my first time to Fraser. You know, I've done Straddy and places like that, a bit more local, but yeah, first time for Fraser, and I was really excited, especially about the fishing and the camping.
Yeah, so we left early in the morning from the Gold Coast and drove up to Hervey Bay to pop the boats in at Urangan, and then punched out over to Fraser Island, and it was a pretty cool trip.
Well, it was an early start. You know, we got up to get the boats ready, pack all the camping gear, and head up here to Hervey Bay from the Gold Coast. So, you know, typical road trip, stop off at the servo, get a coffee, get some windings, and we finally got to Hervey Bay. Put the boats in nice and early the next morning, you know, early 2:30 a.m. start. So that was a big day, but we managed to get over here, get camp set up, and it made for a great day's fishing as well, so it was well worth the journey.
The boats we're in were awesome, and the way that they sort of skip through the chop, and it makes it a reasonably comfortable trip. But yeah, definitely worthwhile once you get here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Personally, I drove the Top Ender, which is one of my favourite vessels, but we brought over the Ocean Spirit. We also had the Renegade, and we had the Frontier, and yeah, awesome.
Obviously, having the boat, yes, means you can get to many more spots that you can't reach from land-based fishing. Places like this in particular, which are even remote again, so you've got to spend at least half an hour to get across to the creek here, Coongul Creek. And then we spent another half an hour running up north to the fishing ground, so it's really only accessible by having your own boat. Yeah, we're really blessed with some of the locations that we can visit here, you know, especially places like this where it's just absolutely beautiful, and you've got a diverse range of fishing options as well.
It's like it's untouched by civilization. You know, you look one way and you see beautiful beaches and wonderful flowing creeks, and look another way you can see dolphins and whales, and it really is it's quite amazing. The beautiful white sand, there's yappies everywhere, it's a stingray swimming through, it's great.
For me, definitely the highlight was chasing tuna. That's what I really wanted to do, and luckily enough I managed to get one, so bonus.
Yeah, we all know that I'm a big fan of fishing, and you know, it's obviously flicked a few soft plastics in the creek, but then also too we punched out into Hervey Bay and we chased some tuna, which was unreal. Plenty of sharks chewing on the tuna, but then we also managed to pick up a few of the sort of the bottom bashing species as well. Look, the fishing is fishing, and just being able to drop a line in or flick a lure is always awesome fun.
The trip's been amazing for many reasons, but definitely again was hooking that tuna. You know, that sense of anticipation when you see them breaking the surface, and you throw that first metal lure at them, and it's just, you know, that first hook up, it's awesome.
Yeah, well, I didn't catch a lot, to be honest. I had a cracking run with one of the tunas, and it's almost spilled me, and then it turned on me and spat the lure, so that was a bit disappointing. And then dropped down and hooked up on a big shark, and then fought that for what seemed to be an age, and whether it was tiredness that kicked in or whether it was just my own stupidity, but managed to lose that one as well. So.
Yeah, there's a few sharks around, and if you fished here recently, you would know that. So the fact we got that to the boat before it was taken was brilliant.
I don't want to talk about them. You know, fishing is always a competition, but yeah, we did. They picked up a few longfin tuna, and the sashimi from that was beautiful, and yeah, good on them. I'm not dirty at all.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like catching that fish and then taking it back and making your own sashimi with a bit of wasabi, bit of soy sauce. That's what it's all about.
It's always good to eat someone else's catch, and it's even better when someone else has to clean it and fillet it as well. I think that's what makes boating so special, is the ability that you can actually, 1 minute you can be in one place and the next minute you can be in another, and being able to fully provide from what the sea can give you is what makes boating so awesome. Food's important, but one of the things about fishing is that you regularly forget to eat, forget to drink, because you get so excited about trying to catch the fish. But look, if you've got the facilities available to you, there's no reason why you can't cook up a cracking meal on your boat. And so that's just one of the things about being prepared with camping, is making sure you have plenty of water and you eat great food. You don't have to skimp when you're camping. You can go to the fish and chip shop and you can get it all packaged up. You can have it deep fried and fat, all you like, but nothing really compares to fish that you catch and you're cooking it straight out of the sea the same day that you've caught it.
Just got shark, mate. That's the tax man.
Yeah, I made the rookie mistake of not using the dual anchor in the creek. So the tide went out and the boat was left high and dry. But luckily there was a few of us here, and I had a few mates give me a hand, and we got that back in the water.
Look, I think we live in one of the best places in the world, obviously southeast Queensland, but being able to load up a boat and to go to an untouched part of your local area, set up a campsite, even if you needed to tow the boat a few hours like we've did, to then set up a campsite and just really experience the great outdoors, it does make a huge difference, I think, to lifestyle. Where we are still has mobile coverage, which is it a good thing, is it a bad thing? But yeah, just the ability to switch off and I guess take a deep breath and just really enjoy the world that we live in. I think that is something that you can't do without a boat.
And you know what? I'm going to have the last one.
Yep. Oh, well, I don't know what it would have been like to not catch a fish, because we got a couple in the boat. I know the other boys were a bit sore that they didn't get one, but you win some, you lose some. Dave and John, they did lose one. The big shark came up. They were taking a bit of time to get that fish into the boat, and they took too long and lost it to a shark.
Everyone's enjoying themselves, so you meet people of all different walks of life when you're camping. Even recently, earlier today, we watched some people wakeboarding behind a four-wheel drive, pulling down behind us here, and that was a different experience. But look, I want to have a go actually, but more importantly, everyone's a bit different, and it's so much fun just meeting new people. I do a lot of camping, whether it be sort of off the water's edge or sort of more inland, but being prepared, always making sure you check your weather and having the right gear for the right kind of camping that you're doing. So obviously being in a very, very sandy environment here, you have to be very conscious that sand's going to get into everything, so you've got to think about how you store your gear. But then if if it was meant to be raining or if the weather was going to be bad, it doesn't mean you cancel the event, it just means you've got to be more organised and just bring great wet weather gear and just keep yourself nice and dry. But camping should be fun for everyone. Nothing compares to quality accommodation when you are camping. You can rough it if you like, but I'm old enough now to realise that roughing it's not really the best way to go. As long as you've got a comfy sleeping bag, something to sleep on top of, a nice dry tent, I think the rest of it's kind of a luxury after that. My favourite part of this weekend, it's a tricky one because every part's been favourite, so I like to tinker. I like to just keep my hands busy, and so it's just being able to toy with the boats, setting up fishing gear. I don't even mind sort of tinkering around the campsite, washing up, cleaning. It's just those sorts of things. It just makes nothing seems to be a chore when you're camping, and so I want to put my hand on, probably because I didn't catch many fish. But look, ultimately, I just think the whole experience has been unreal.